Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so happy. I am so happy. Go on, sing that song, Sean. I hear you over there.
Oh, go.
Happy Thursday. Yay.
Happy Thursday.
This is so exciting.
Yes.
I mean, it's just so exciting for so many reasons.
Tell the people.
I'm going to tell them. I can't hold it in. My heart is just beating out of my chest right now. The other half of my heart, oh my goodness, just happens to be here in this room. Sean, you know, you have the other side. I'm in the middle. She on one side, you on the other side. Mm-hmm. So Jessica is here with us tonight.
Yay!
Yes, Jessica is here.
I finally made it.
Yes, you made it.
Finally made it.
But you know what's so important is self-care and taking care of your body, taking care of your mind. And so it's been so important that you do take care of you first. So we appreciate you doing that above all else. Mm-hmm. And then being here with us tonight. I got chills. Hey. So, but Sean, what's been up with you this week?
Nothing.
Girl, you
Just
always say
chilling.
nothing.
Girl, so I got a new boss.
What?
Mm-hmm, girl. Yes, I got a new boss.
And then what happened? Did you fire him?
No. What happened was the old boss got fired. Yes, honey, yesterday. And then a few hours later, I had a new boss.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So they playing that.
Yeah.
They weren't for no games.
Sure, they weren't playing.
And what's been up with you, Jess? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, actually.
Good.
Same old been up with me, but I'm feeling good.
You're cute, girl.
Thank you, ma'am. You too. You too.
Yeah, so another reason why I'm excited is because one of my absolute favorite people in the world is our guest tonight. He is Detroit's favorite uncle. I thought I made it up in my mind until I saw his email address. Because in my mind, I'm like, that's my favorite uncle in the world. And so I had to email him some information today. And I was like, I need your email address. And it was Detroit's favorite uncle.
Really? Oh, that's a good one.
Wow.
But you know what? When you kept saying Uncle Favors, I picture him to be an old man.
No, Uncle Favors ain't no old man, girl.
That's just me, because you hear Uncle.
Yeah.
I'm like, Uncle? Oh, okay.
No, Uncle
Nobody's
Favors
old
ain't no
man.
old man. I love my Uncle Favors for so many reasons. And before I get into all of the reasons, I have to say that he has just been so amazing since I've met him. You know, people call me, quote unquote, the networking junkie. I just love to meet people and entrepreneurs and find out what people are doing, see how we can collaborate. And I remember coming across some I'm okay, every day I'm okay, things on social media. And so I was like, okay, he's printing a lot of stuff. Like, who is this person?
Oh, yeah, I checked that out on Instagram.
Yeah. Like some years ago, I was like, who in the world is this man? And so I reached out to him, you know, scheduled a meeting. We had met at Greektown at the Starbucks. And then, but when he told me his name, I'm like, that last name is not common. I'm a little nervous.
So that ain't regular with like a black folk name. It's
A different last name, right? But I've had this like long-term circumstance situationship, and it wasn't all bad. It's been really good, you know, for the most part. But after we finished talking and we just had so much of an exchange, he ended up like pouring so much into me in that meeting. It was beyond what I thought was going to happen. And I knew by the time we were wrapping up, I said, this person is going to be in my life for a long time. And I started to get nervous because of the other person I knew with the same last name. And I was like, what if he just don't want to be bothered with me because of this other person, right? So I had to slide it in like, I think we might know somebody that's, you know, in common. And sure enough, it's his uncle. So the name we shall not mention.
Okay.
But I was like, wow. So from then on, I was just like, this is my uncle. Like, I'm taking him from you. He belongs to me. All the stuff that we have been through over these years, I earned this one. So Uncle Favors has been my uncle since then and has supported almost everything that I've done since we've met. supported the HBO documentary release, and allowed me to host my event at his venue, and everything was just beautiful. It was seamless. And his wife, Marshall, love you, TT Shell. Can we get applause on that mouse? The beautiful Marshall Montgomery Favors. Is that her? I think I heard something. So, but
Nah,
without
nah,
further
nah.
ado,
You ain't heard it yet.
okay. Without further ado, I just have to introduce everyone to my favorite. I call him Uncle Favors, and I have some fun facts too. But Uncle Favors, we love you. Can you just tell us who you are and what you're doing out here in Detroit?
I don't even know what to do with that. That's a hell of an introduction. I appreciate it. I thank you for even being a part in our life. So, but yeah, I'm Lazar Favors. I'm, my wife called me a serial entrepreneur, but I like to use the term legacy liaison. I've been around. I've been in business a long time. I mean, probably before several of you guys been born. Um, I am an uncle. Yeah, I am. But I've created a brand called Everydayimok. It's a positive brand apparel. Do exactly what you tell yourself every day. Me and my wife, we run 2 film festivals: the Detroit Trinity International Film Festival, Detroit Black Film Festival. We run an initiative called the Fearless Travel Fanatic Filmmakers. Oh my goodness. I represent Uncle Near's Premium Whiskey. Partners with the clothing store for the last 5 years, Paradise Valley Gallery down in Eastern Market. Yeah, I like to build relationships. I like to collaborate, partnerships, network. So yeah, that's kind of what I do a little bit. Just to sum it all up, just a little bit as a teaser.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
yeah.
So, how long have you been?
So what's up, ladies? Y'all all right?
I'm okay,
Yes.
but I want to know how long you've been doing this thing as a legacy liaison. How did you get started in all of this?
Oh, oh my goodness. I'm gonna be honest. It comes from my mother, my grandmother. My mother owned a store for 25 years, a resale shop, retail shop. My grandfather owned a candle store for over 40 years. So I kind of like was born into that vibe. I always wanted to work for myself. I never really fit the 9 to 5 kind of guy. I'm more like a 9 to 9, uh, every day type
Right.
vibe. So it was never, I love what I do. I love um, fashion, film, and music.
Fashion, film, and music. It's pretty dope. So, I just lost
Yes.
my train of thought though, because I was looking at the comments and people. My sister was like, "Oh, Erica telling it all."
Oh.
I really thought you
Thank
were gonna
y'all for
be here
having
with
me. I
us.
don't know if I said that already.
Yeah, you did. We appreciate
I
you being
wanted to
here
be,
with us.
I told you I'm a 9 to 9. Yeah.
So, um, with everything that you have your hand in, I think I love the most the word legacy liaison. Both words are powerful within themselves, but to put them together, I think it means so much more. And as we're talking about building wealth, this is our 3rd episode on building wealth. What do you think is most important for our community? And with you being an uncle of so many biological people, as well as people in the community, what do you think is the biggest part of building wealth and pursuing your goals and dreams?
The mindset. I mean, you must first, up in the mindset, you must first believe that you can do it. And once you believe you can do it, you start doing it. You have to have absolutely no doubt on what you're capable of. All you have to do is really activate. Once you activate, people will start, those things and those people and those opportunities that you look for will show up on their own. You just have to activate it. Once you get your energy out there and start pushing it around and start putting yourself in rooms and start communicating and building relationships with people outside of family. You know, family's great too, but you have to find your path and connect with those people. They'll help on the way. When I say help, I mean they'll become a part of that fuel that you to continue and to build whatever it is you're trying to build. But you have to build yourself first. If you don't you, then they're going to believe you anyway. If you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe you?
That's real. That's real. And so I do have a fun fact.
Fun fact.
So, what was it, a year or 2 years ago when we first started talking about single mommy hustle? With the three of us being on a three-way call every morning, me and Sean driving to work, Jessica working remotely from home. But we would talk and have these great conversations. And I was like, oh my God, if somebody could just overhear the conversations that we have, people would grow and become powerful. And like these conversations are life-changing. You know, we pour into each other so much, the three of us, and empower each other, that I just thought it was so important that we were able to capture some of these conversations. And the fun fact is that as we were moving forward throughout this process of trying to figure it out, how do we start a podcast, I often called Uncle Favors. I mean, earlier this year, I was like ready to just cry because it was bursting through my seams. Like I was ready to get started the end of last year, early this year. And Uncle Favors just poured into me. He was like, sunshine, you know what you need to do? You know, that was the end of the conversation. But he was like, you got to get to it. You got to do it. I can't spill all the meat, the bones of it all. But, you know, the bottom line was that you really empowered and encouraged me on a different level to just jump out into the deep with this podcast. And we've had a lot of fun so far. This is our 12th episode. And the show must go on every week. And yes, I took your advice. And here we are. So Single Mommy Hustle is in part here because of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and then, thank y'all. Now, come on. It's more in part because of all y'all collectively came here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a joint effort. It is a joint effort. Because last week I was like, I don't know how I'm going to make it. Last week, I swear, last week I like literally crawled out the bed.
Right,
I was
no
not feeling well at all.
Like, you was just like, I'm here.
I made it, you know, but I pressed my way, and we had a show. We had a podcast. So, but so Sean, you said you had checked out some stuff on Instagram about Uncle Favors. What are you thinking?
So I checked out the Everydayimok. I saw that. I saw some like really fire stuff like hoodies, and I also looked at Detroit Black Film Festival. So I would like for you, Uncle Favors, to talk to us more about that. How did you get started with that? Give us some information on the Detroit Black Film Festival. Can you hear me?
Well, the Detroit Black Film Festival was probably 4 o'clock in the morning. My wife was I think she went to an event in Texas, and when she came home, she had this thought, like I said, literally about 3 o'clock in the morning, and she said, I want to start a Detroit Black Film Festival. And I'm saying, in my head, I'm like, okay, because she knows if she tell it to me, it's going to get done. It's going to get started.
Amen.
So I said, okay. So I literally that morning, I locked in the name that morning. I got the paperwork together for it that day. We saw it after. If you saw our page, you see that art. That's art. That's not posters. That's an art by an art. 2 days after. Yeah, 2 days after she mentioned it to me, I found that artist. He's from New Jersey. His name is Dwayne Jones, and he's phenomenal. That comes on canvas. What you see comes on canvas, and that's the look that she wanted the festival to provide: an art. A beautiful vibe, a beautiful look, with the intention of that's the movies that we're looking for based on our presentation type of films we're looking to get. And honestly, this was probably for a first year run festival. This was amazing. Like this year was amazing. We did everything virtual. We ended up getting 29 phenomenal filmmakers from all over the United States, some out of the country. I think we had 2 from France. And when I say those films were phenomenal, it was exactly what we wanted. The presentation was exactly what we wanted. And it became again, this is more like something we'll most likely continue. In fact, I know we're going to continue it, and we're just going to get better and grow it.
I watched.
So the idea was hers. I just executed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've watched some of those films like during our shutdown and stuff. You know, Uncle Favors, you go ahead and stream some of them on your live, and it's some amazing work. It's some amazing talent. Like this is not just run of the mill bootleg with their iPhones. Like it's a whole production. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. So what's the next step with that?
It is.
Right, because I was thinking that too, like it can grow and be like how they have like Sundance,
we already
stuff like that. There would be something like that, but here in Detroit.
Absolutely, and that is the purpose of that. That's for a long time with festivals. That is actually our second festival. Our first festival was the Detroit Trinity International Film Festival, and we've been doing that 10 years. That's been around 15 years. That's where we, I believe that's where we screened the HBO special with you, Erica.
The Trinity, I think.
A couple of years. When was that? 2018, I think it was.
2018.
Yeah. We screened the film there. Birth. Yeah. So
that
because we were entertaining a lot of African American film. Yeah. We started that year. We saw 26 feature film premieres from African American filmmakers from Detroit.
Wow.
So we looked at that like that's a community that has to be heard.
Yes.
That's what birthed the Fearless Tribe of Fanatic Filmmakers and the Detroit Black Film Festival. So they have their own platform that they can grow on, find those resources that they specifically, because we're the next big thing. We always have been that big thing. It's for activation.
That's what's up. That's putting Detroit on the map in a major way. So what about kids? Because my youngest daughter, she makes movies on her iPhone.
It's great. Got a lot of feedback. Kid films?
Yeah, she's making films on her phone. She actually writes them. She writes the script. She casts them and does auditions. And they're really like a PSA type of thing.
Little baby Spike Lee.
Yeah.
All right.
Did she submit any films?
She has not. I don't know anything about like how kids film do that.
At the YMCA?
No, I didn't know. And I used to work there. I had no clue.
Yeah. Well, yes. Oh man. Yeah. That's what I'm asking. They actually screen tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Their second 10-second movies.
10 seconds. No, at least got a full feature.
You got a full feature. She said,
10 seconds.
I was about to say maybe a short film. Yeah, she got a whole production.
At least got a whole production. Makeup and props. Open. They driving cars.
Our submissions. Well, Trinity and the Black submissions are open. They open November 1st, so we accepting submissions right now.
Oh, I'm gonna just have her submit some stuff and see. I'm gonna see. Right. Then just get her feet wet. You can't do nothing but go higher when you do stuff like that. Yeah. So just how you feeling? You know Uncle Favors.
That's right. Don't be afraid. I told you activation.
Just been quiet over here. You scared to talk? The people's happy to see you, girl. You have some people that talk about the beauty here.
Finally. Okay.
Yeah, I'm scared to talk, y'all.
This the other one in the picture. Know. You know that picture that
that unknown face.
With the
a voice to that face.
A face to that face.
Yes, a face and a voice to that face. Okay.
But how you feeling, Uncle Favors being here and some of the things he's talking about?
He just love. People love.
Thank you, Uncle Favors. Well, actually, I've been excited excited about this because I'm always around.
Right.
Of course. So I'm not new to Uncle Favors, but he don't know me, but I know him. So yeah, this is a really major thing that you're doing for Detroit. You know, definitely. And thanks, Mom.
You got it.
Thank you.
So definitely it's, to put Detroit on the map, seriously, it's pretty cool. So I'm excited to see when Alice, we can go watch Alice's film.
Yeah.
We gonna make it. We gonna make it there, right,
I
Uncle
think it's
Favors?
like a 45-minute little movie.
Yeah, it was really
Of course.
long. She was telling us about it. So she gonna make it, right, Uncle Favors?
So what's the expected time for these films though? Like, is her stuff too long? Because I think it's like almost.
Yeah, what is it about?
So Elise's movie.
No.
Elise's movie is about a single mom and her children, and one of them is having a trauma response. It's deep. It's deep, Uncle Favors. Ooh. She's having a trauma response from her father leaving or dying or something. And she starts drinking.
We're not telling what the film
I'm
is
sorry.
about.
she don't tell
Elisa's here.
everything.
Elisa's
deep.
here. She
It's
said
really
don't go
deep.
there. But it's really
Yes.
deep, right? And so
Yeah,
then the little
yeah.
girl
No
gets into some
spoiler
trouble.
No, you
alert.
still
No
trying to
spoiler
tell her.
alert.
She said, cut.
No
Don't,
spoilers.
you can't, no spoilers.
It's good.
You can't
though.
tell everything.
It's good. They got different
No
locations and all type of stuff. But it was so creative, and I just was blown away. She got her dad
That's a start.
involved.
That's a start. That's always a good start.
The aunties, cousins, and everybody
said
was
it's a
starring in the
start.
film.
All right.
She ain't asked me. She was pretending like she was me. It
Good
was
start.
so funny when she
like
came
it.
on the camera.
Ooh, Lord.
And like I said, oh my God, is that me? As the mom. But yeah. So it's been a journey
How
this
she
year.
do with that?
She was spot on. She was spot on.
Oh my God.
Anybody
I
who
gotta see
knows
that.
me will be like, oh my God, girl, you got your mama down pat. The way she was fussing at the kids. Little girl, who are you? So, I think you had started to say something about the fearless somebody. Who is that? Say that title again.
The Fearless Tribe of Fanatic Filmmakers.
The fearless tribe.
That's an
of
initiative
fanatic
for
filmmakers.
African American filmmakers. Yeah, that's an initiative we started almost 3 years ago now. Again, that's just highlighting African American filmmakers, their projects, their works, offering support class, and it's for their film, setting up those screenings at even places like Imagine Theaters.
Oh, wow.
This is really all support to get their brand and their name and their film on a level that they may not be able to do it by themselves.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I love the name altogether, though. It sounds like some superhero shit.
I know, right?
Yeah. So, with this year
Yeah,
being as crazy as it's been,
I told you the wife, she's my Jay-Z. She do stuff like that.
I love it. He said that's his Jay-Z. I can't wait to be somebody's Jay-Z. Look at Sean's face.
You gonna get there, girl. Don't worry about it.
I can wait. I actually can wait.
Coming. You just gotta be patient.
Nope, I actually can't wait. Because so we still have to congratulate Uncle Favors on his nuptials. It's still very new.
Oh, really?
Although they've been together forever.
Congratulations.
But yeah.
Yeah.
They say a man who finds a wife finds a
A good thing.
Thank you.
And favor with the Lord.
Amen.
Great
Forget
thing.
that part of the scripture.
Hey.
You just don't find a good thing. You find favor with the Lord.
Amen.
So, but I think it's just so important, like the dynamic.
That's right. Say it again.
That whole dynamic of the power couple, though, and the balance between the two of you. I love to see the pictures, the professional pictures of Uncle Favors and TT Shell. They just look like they are glowing. Well, Uncle Favors always got an amazing smile, but to see both of them together, it's like, oh my God, where'd they come from? Like, is this like unreal? It doesn't look real sometimes, but it just empowers me and it makes me smile to see you guys together and accomplishing these
I
goals.
mean, I access. Yeah, I ask that same question. I'm always like, I'm glad now with this person. You know what I mean? It's like it's one of the biggest accomplishments I've ever had in my life. To be here with this person doing that we do, and we do it well together.
And then so Uncle Favors, you know I love you, but I'm gonna just go on and say this. And you a Libra. Y'all Libras is
That's
my
why
God.
I'm
Hold up.
telling you.
I'm gonna pray for TT Shell.
She all right. Trust
She a
me.
Scorpio.
Okay.
She a Scorpio.
She got that.
She a Scorpio.
She got that.
Well,
She got it.
Sean's experience with Libras is different than my
Yeah.
I had a
experience.
great
with Libras.
experience. My
Yeah, she got
husband,
this
may you
covered.
rest in peace. He was a Libra, and he was about that life. I'm telling you, he changed my life. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Well,
Oh, no
I don't have
question.
nothing against the Libras. I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing bad to say. Sorry.
I don't have anything
Good
bad
deal.
to say about Libras either. T.I. is actually
All
a
right.
Libra, and I love him. But
No, we talking about in the,
Easy.
you ain't had a personal
T.I.
relationship with T.I. girl, bye.
you don't know.
In her mind.
Girl,
Right.
okay, in your mind, but I'm talking about real life with a man, a Libra
But
man.
no, because Sean just got super spoiled by a Libra, so she all Libras. But
But that's what I'm saying. I can only speak from my experience. My experience was a good experience.
Right.
That
well,
Libra man, he did this damn thing.
That's right.
I will say they are
It's
very
a-
sweet. They are very loving. They are very
It
kind.
takes a certain type to balance you out, though.
Right.
Right. But me and Sean are Leo, so
Right.
I don't know.
Well, hey, like I said, I got to speak from my experience. I don't know for you. I know for me.
All I'm gonna say is this.
I can balance that thing out.
All I'm gonna say is this.
Okay.
They're spoiled.
Yeah, true
Spoiled.
that, but they'll spoil you too.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on to that. They'll
Yeah.
spoil you too.
Indeed, true indeed.
I'm gonna hold on to that. Who do the spoiling, Uncle
That's
Favors?
true.
You or TT Shell?
I do. She can. I'm gonna tell you something. Tell you something funny. She can ask me. She'll ask a question. She'll be like, "Hey, you seen my purse?" And I know that means find my purse. So you know I haven't seen it, but I know you asked me to find it. I don't have no
That's a
problem with
Scorpio
that.
thing.
You know, I get it.
Jessica is the Scorpio in the
That's
room.
Yeah.
exactly what that means. That's a Scorpio thing.
Well, find the purse, Uncle
I
Favors.
mean, for me, just
Right.
honestly, just paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
I
just
think most
paying
Libras
attention.
do pay a lot
You know,
of attention.
once you know the person, yeah, that's
They
that
do.
thing. You know, got a good memory too.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yes.
That part is scary.
Why is it scary?
Yes,
So it's scary if you doing some shit you ain't gonna be able to do.
I said I'm not sure if I'm ready for a wedding.
We appreciate your honesty.
Anyways, off of me. So, what's up next, Uncle Favors, for 2021? I say 2020 up one. We going up a notch in 2021.
Yeah, 2020 up one. I like that. And exactly what you said was not. We gonna movies. We plan on directing and producing for next year, late next year. We got some partnerships we're creating and some announcements we'll probably announce in late January, late February, or early February. Yeah, we're gonna just keep it moving, you know. We're gonna keep it moving, keep building this thing, keep including people who want to get on this train, we'll keep including those people. We'll keep riding this thing out.
Okay. So, we have had a very eventful past 7 days, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We most definitely have. So let's talk about your SMH moment.
Uh-huh.
Sean, what was your SMH moment?
He like, What's my SMH moment? Oof.
She do this every week, Uncle Favors. Every
So
single
you
week.
know how you just have
She
stuff
been
going
doing this for
on and then you have to think about
12
it. Okay,
episodes.
so y'all get used to it because this is what it is.
She always be like, oh.
Let me think what happened. I had a good moment. Sunday, I went to brunch with a really good friend of mine. We've been friends since 7th grade.
Oh, yeah, I saw
call
the
her my
pictures on
sister,
social
Angel.
media. Yeah.
Yes. So that was fun because, you know, like COVID, you can't really get out and do stuff. But I was able to go out and have brunch and mimosas and
Where y'all
talk
go?
and dime store downtown.
Okay, I haven't been there yet.
Yeah. So that was good. Good way to start off my week.
And just,
then,
you got something else, sir?
No, that's it. Carry on.
And Jess, what was your SMH moment this week?
What was my SMH moment this week? Papa Romano's.
What happened? We were so excited about Papa Romano's.
We were extremely excited to find out that I ride past Papa Romano's every day, and I never noticed it. Because why don't we have a Papa Romano's in the city?
Right.
Right.
My SMH moment was I stopped at that Papa Romano's. I didn't tell you.
Ooh.
And I ate that Papa Romano's and ate myself into a little food coma.
So you were sick. But Miles gonna put the applause up for the food coma. Thank you. Good
I
job,
needed
girl.
that food coma.
That's so unhealthy.
I'm so ashamed.
Well, I'm glad you ate it for we, because I can't eat
I won't be
pizza.
doing it again.
What did you get on the pizza? I'm nosy.
Wow.
Right.
I want to
Just
know.
pepperoni.
Look, you know I'm your private nurse. I be wanting to know. Just pepperoni?
Yeah. Just pepperoni.
You tell lies.
Don't have me, look, don't have me on my business out here. My doctor
Sit on
told
the
me.
throne of lies.
My doctor told me. Just pepperoni.
You had butter garlic crust.
Oh,
What you have on
that
the crust?
comes automatically. We don't have to ask for that at the Papa Romano's in
They
Troy.
real pizzas.
You know,
Oh,
they
okay.
just come. They put that
Ooh,
on
it
there.
probably was fancy out in Troy, honey.
Uncle Favors, our SMH moment is something that makes you laugh, cry, think a little bit harder. Anything that happened in the last 7 days that just made you shake your head. What was your SMH moment?
Can't believe that y'all just skipped the whole last 3 days, like we not having an election. You know,
It's so traumatizing.
We not acknowledging
What?
that.
We
What you talking
drinking.
about?
We drinking.
Right.
Those last
Every
three-
week I think about saying something about it and I just pass.
That's still going on? It's still happening. We're in it.
Right.
Yes.
Well, see, this is my SMH moment right here. This is it right here.
Okay.
This is the
All right.
this is the like what? We're not. I mean, I get it though. I mean, I don't really acknowledge it either. It's just one of those things where you just like, okay,
Right.
you
I'm
know
like,
what it's
hurry
going
up
to be. You know it's going to
already.
be some buffoonery. You know it's going to be some craziness. You know,
Yes.
you just want it to be over. You really just want to like, come on, let's get this thing done.
Let's
We
just
do
get
this
it
every
out.
4
That's why I
years.
said, like,
Nothing
hurry
new.
up
Why is it
already?
surprising? You know, other than the fact that we got, other than the fact that we got 45 reasons for foolishness right now. You know what I mean? 40, we have 40 foolishness right now.
45 reasons for
Yeah.
foolishness.
It's
For-
expected. Yes.
I think that whole election thing, I'm really just, we already knew it was going to happen, right? We already knew kind of where this thing was going and who was going to act a fool and have a fit like a toddler. But my SMH moment was when
Right.
the idiot in chief said, when they, because you have to be political, right? You have to be presidential. Like, these are words that are expected for that position.
He knows
And he
none.
is not.
He knows none.
So during the election process, most people who are running for office, they jump in and they give a pep talk and they say some things until the last lady has sung, right? And this nut gets on there and say, y'all just gonna have to stop counting the votes. I was looking at the thing. I said, what did he say?
Girl.
Stop counting the votes right now.
Right. Right.
He said, stop. I said, wait a minute. He's serious. I said, he's
Yeah,
scared.
he was so serious.
He's scared. He don't know what to do. He needs somebody to change his diaper. So that was one SMH moment. And then a SMH moment that made me smile was that I consider myself, and some other people consider me, a mentor as well, but I love to pour into people and give as much information as they'll welcome and as I can give. And there's one friend of mine, he called me yesterday, and he was so excited about his new endeavor launching on the 15th of this month. And he made me laugh because he was like, "Hey, E, what's up?" I was like, "Hey." He was like, "I'm so excited."
Right.
That was my estimation moment. Why aren't you hating? Oh, okay. I just seen you turn your head. Okay. But yeah, he was so excited, and I was just so excited for him. So I am going to be a guest on Draymond's new podcast on the 19th. And
Okay.
I'm so excited about it. I think it's called The Players Den or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the players play.
What a plan. Ow.
Okay.
So that was my
Players
SMH
Den.
moment. Was celebrating with a good friend of mine,
Oh,
his
that's what's up.
success. He's had a
All
tough
right,
time
shout
this
out
year.
Draymond.
Yeah, and he's ready to bounce back. So I'm here to support any way that I can. And then the idiot in chief, he was like, "Stop counting the votes."
Just like he said, stop testing when it was coronavirus. He's like, stop the testing, please, because the numbers was going up. Now Biden numbers going up. He like, stop counting. We showed out on your ass, bruh. Thought we weren't gonna vote, didn't ya?
He crazy. Uncle Favors, you did not tell us anything about Uncle Nearest whiskey.
Oh yes,
That was a part of the reason why we were excited for you to come, because we thought we was gonna get lit.
Oh,
right.
I'll next show prior to your next show, brother. I'm there now. Y'all get it.
So tell
Yeah,
us
Uncle
about it.
Nearest. For those who don't know, Uncle Nearest is African American owned whiskey. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Uncle Nearest is African American owned whiskey. It's the gentleman that taught Jack Daniels how to distill whiskey. I am the Michigan liaison for that whiskey. Yeah, we've been around 3 years, and we in all 50 states, 8 countries. Fast growing whiskey in American history. And yeah, this is the way that this is the whiskey. It's the Tennessee whiskey.
Okay.
I'm not a whiskey
I'm gonna
drinker.
tell my son about it because he's a whiskey drinker. My oldest son, he likes
Yeah, I am.
whiskey and bourbon.
All right.
So I will tell him about it, and we can try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves whiskey.
I was talking to
Yeah,
my
it's,
Uncle Steve
uh,
about it in Atlanta.
Yeah, please
And,
do. I'll bring you.
You
Okay.
said what?
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
I said I was talking to my Uncle Steve in Atlanta about it, and I was asking him what he knew, and he was like, "Oh, baby, you got to watch this commercial. You got to watch." He was sending me all. I said, "I've watched all of that, Uncle Steve, because Uncle Favors has already sent it to me." So, but he was saying he likes it's 2 different labels,
3 altogether.
3 altogether. Okay, so he was saying he likes the black
84.
label. What's the
18
difference?
Yeah, 1856. Yeah, 1856. 1856 is 100 proof. 83 proof, and 1820 is very rare. And the one I brought to me, 119 point proof.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to have to take sips, like little baby droplets of, of that.
Yes.
So after a long week, how you doing your self-care, Sean? What's in your cup, boo?
Oh, the last of my Jose Cuervo margarita.
Okay. I got some reposado.
No, I'm saying that was what I had left at home. I just drank the rest of that. So we moving on. I need to restock though, because this holidays is coming up.
I think everybody
Gotta
needs to
give
restock,
I gotta
because
stock my bar.
between COVID and the election,
Yeah.
everybody on E. We've been drinking.
I got wine, but I don't really have liquor. So that's my goals.
So what was your wine down outside of what was in your cup?
What's my wine down? Just chilling, watching election results on the couch, lighting candles,
You was praying and meditating.
saying a prayer.
You was calling on the
Help
ancestors.
us, Lord, help us. Yes.
Jessica, what's in your cup, boo?
Air.
Air. Okay, that's fine. And how do you wind down this week?
I actually got some much needed peace and quiet
Good.
today in itself. Today in itself. So.
Yes.
Good. Did you kick everybody else out and lock the doors?
I did not. My bestie came through for me and held it down. So got some much
right.
needed peace and quiet.
That's what's up.
Gotta have it.
This past week I wasn't feeling well, so I literally slept a whole lot. In between sleeping, I was at my laptop working on 3 different grants and research for the podcast, and doing a presentation that I had to have prepared for tomorrow. So I've been tired on top of sleep. And sometimes if you sleep too much, it makes you tired too.
That will.
yeah.
You gotta get up.
Too much.
Yeah. But today, I feel a whole lot better. And so, I have in my cup, Reposado. Patron Reposado, one of my favorites.
All right.
And it's good. It feels good to me. So, I think it's important that, one, we talk about the building the wealth part. And so there are steps and levels to everything that Uncle Favors is a part of. And so he was saying, one, the mind shift and changing your mind. And for me, in my interactions with Uncle Favors, he has that ability to show you a bigger and wider scope of things, so that you can have that mind shift and attack your goals, and create strategic plans. So, Uncle Favors, is there anything in particular outside of having an idea, changing your mind about it, having a vision? You have to be able to see it, right? How else do you suggest that people go after their goals and building wealth as an entrepreneur?
Well, as an entrepreneur, I believe that, again, it all starts in the head. It all starts with a thought. Thoughts create things. Once you create that thought, you can't just have it. You can't just believe in it. You have to set a plan towards it. Like, you have to plan it out. You have to realize that, okay, if I'm trying to get from A to B, what do I need? How do I drive? And how far do I have to drive? And how much fuel do I need to get from A to B? I'm trying to get from A T, how much fuel does it take? What I mean by that is you must refuel every step of the way. You can't lean back and lay back and hope it'll happen. The more you gas up, the more up you go. So for me, once I set a goal and set a plan, I feed it. I don't think about what the possibilities of it not happening. I only think about it happening. I only know that at the end of the day, or the end, there's no time on it. I don't give it a time, a day or a month or a week. It's going to happen. I just put it in the air. I let it stay there and fly. And that's what we do. And my wife has this mantra that we say to each other. We don't need a parachute. We don't come down for anything. We fuel while flying. So if
That's
we're
good.
flying, then we're fueling. The fuel is going to come to us.
That's good. That's good. And that takes a whole nother measure of faith. Being an entrepreneur, and I say it a lot, you cannot have fear. You literally have to believe that you believe that you believe that you believe. Like they say, know that you know that you know that you know that this thing, whatever it could be, even if it's a toothpick brand, you have to know that yours is going to succeed. And as you go, I tell people, as you go, things fall into place. You may not know the 10th step, but once you take the first 2 steps, things will start to come towards you, to be able to get you to where you're going, to your end result. But then it's still never an end. You still have to continue to keep walking through that valley. You know what I mean? This delay is killing me.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that one. Absolutely. It's like when you see a hurdle When you see a hurdle, you know you can't jump a hurdle standing in front of it. You know you have to back up, get yourself a starting run, and then jump the hurdle. It's just rethinking the process. Like, okay, what can I do to get over this hurdle? Give yourself some room, build up some speed, and jump the hurdle.
Build up some speed. But you got to be able to know how to position yourself too to get over that hurdle.
Absolutely.
It's a certain form.
Absolutely.
You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? It's an equation too. You know, everybody's not good at math, but math, driving is a part of math. You have to be able to project, you know, time and space.
Yes, indeed.
And so even with that jumping over a hurdle, you have to be able to project a certain height that you have to get over, stretch of your legs, your back leg, your front leg, and force, you know, to get over it and continue to run when you land. Because you can't just stop. You stop and you'll do some serious damage.
Absolutely.
So you never arrive.
Oh, calculations.
Calculate, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Calculations. It's calculating. Yep, calculations.
Yep. So, and like I said, you never arrive. And so I push Sean quite a bit. Like, do it. Go, girl. And what else are you going to do? And I was looking at something else. Did you look on this website? You know, I look at Jessica. Well, Jessica is like my best non-paid employee at the moment.
She said non-paid.
She is. She has been the best non-paid employee since 2012.
Okay, well, I'm going to need you to pay her.
I need my kickbacks,
She be getting perks.
8 years.
She be getting perks.
Nah,
She be meeting
sis.
celebrities and all type of stuff. Getting free stuff.
No.
But I'm working on it. So hopefully if she's available, she'll interview. And
interview though. I already been
for 8
working
years, she working for
for 8
free, and then
years
she got to
for
take
8
an
years
interview.
she still got an interview because I
Oh,
gotta.
no, that's not
I'm
fair.
already overqualified.
Y'all ain't gonna get me fired
Right.
in
Did
the
you fire
audit.
what?
In the audit, had me lose my funding. She got to be interviewed. The job has to be posted.
Okay. No, bull.
Sean said, "I call bull."
I call bull.
I'ma show
Better
him my
not post
resume.
it.
Yeah, just send me the
You
resume.
done already.
The resume
like,
gonna be
wait a
like,
minute,
you
I'm
already
already
doing
doing
the
the
resume.
8 years, you better not post that.
You've been an employee for 12 years. How'd you manage that? No, so I am thankful, but you never arrive. You never arrive. And I think one of the things with you, Uncle Favors, is that anytime I call you, you're like, keep going. You got this. You know what to do. I mean, he just motivates me to step outside of my thoughts and redirect back into the correct thoughts. To get out of that lane that's swerving around back into the straight and narrow. And I appreciate that a lot.
Absolutely. You're welcome. You're welcome. I mean, again, it's just really making sure that you understand you. Once you understand you, it's always okay to be like, you know what, let me take a deep breath
Yeah.
and restart. Because if you ever take a really deep breath, it immediately helps you restart. Whatever it is whatever it is that's happening, take a deep breath and just restart it. Sit back, think about it. Okay, let me approach this a different way. That's anything. That's in a relationship, personal relationship, business relationship. Just take a deep breath and rethink it. If it becomes what some people consider overwhelming, meditate.
Oh, yeah.
Do
That's a
some
good
yoga.
point.
Relax your mind. Slow your mind down so you can catch up with it. Because you know the mind. You know we have thoughts a day. Slow it down, relax, and retool and refuel.
That's a good
That's
point.
truth. I'm telling you what works for me, and really one of these things that's simple for all of us. Just relax. Just relax. Let it flow. That's a song somewhere. I can't remember who it was, but it sounded good. Just relax.
But Sean,
What's up?
isn't that the whole like mood of a Libra? Their whole thing is just relax. Like, be cool. And that's hard for me.
Yes.
That's really hard for me. So Look, I'm still thinking now. I'm pondering a lot at the same time. I don't know how to stop thinking. I think that's a part of my problem too. I think all the time. And to be able to have someone to balance me out and give that peace is so important. And motivate me at the same time. But
Absolutely.
I think that the other thing that you were talking about with the vibrations and the energy is also really important. Another fun fact is that Uncle Favors is like so beyond dope. You know, he was able to give me links to YouTube videos to listen to while I sleep. To calm me down, while I sleep and be able to recharge in the morning, and that's a whole nother level of existence. And what is it? Know yourself, self-aware. Being self-aware is knowing when you feel off balance, being able to get the right vibrations to feed back into yourself to level you back out. So I think that's something that all entrepreneurs and people need to think about moving forward.
Oh.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah. So I'm looking at our clock. This delay is really killing me.
That fast,
I'm so
huh?
sorry. Yeah, an hour went by really fast.
Yeah, me too. It's okay.
See, Uncle Favors, now I got to come find you and give you some pop-pops with the little kids, pop-pop sticks. You know how Jessica be
I don't know what she talking about, y'all.
wrecking the churns with the pop-pop stick. Give you some pop-pops. Because you should have
like
been here with us. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because this delay is like really killing my mood. Now I need some vibrations tonight. Send me a link from YouTube so I can get back even.
Okay, I got you.
You have to meditate tonight behind this. And we did the best we could. So we appreciate everybody who tuned in and listened. And
Y'all did a great job. Y'all did a great job.
Yeah. Are you excited about what we're doing, Uncle Favors? You got to pour into us now. Pour into us, because you know I like that type of stuff.
Well, I'm glad you asked. I just want to say, y'all have a good energy. Y'all work very well together. I feel it. The way you switching back and forth, the way y'all talk, the conversation y'all have, it works. So I see this being around for a good while. It works. And whatever I can do to assist, just I'm just a phone call away.
Well,
all right, thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Once we get out of COVID, because that's the other fun fact, right? When me and Uncle Favors originally were talking about the podcast and the ideas and things that were on my mind, he of course was like, anything that you want to do. And so we wanted to be remote. That's a fun fact that people don't know. We wanted to be remote and on location at different Black-owned establishments to shed light to some gems and jewels in the city of Detroit and promote those businesses and be amongst the people. And so whenever we get out of this thing with COVID, Uncle Favors, we most definitely will be calling you to help us figure out where our next location will be at on site to set up our podcast, because that's going to be so dope.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm very resourceful, thankfully to all the people I've met and built relationships with. So yeah, anything is, all things. I'm not anything. All things are possible.
Right.
Amen.
So, Jess, you have any last words? How you feeling after your very first inaugural podcast, baby? We so happy you here.
Yes. Yes.
Finally. What is that? The color purple?
I think y'all will see me next week.
Oh, show us your shirt. You gotta show your swag.
Ow. It's that single mommy
I
hustle.
think that we can see it. Miles, did you see it?
Yeah, I can see me. I think
Oh, okay.
if my empty cup will move.
No, the empty
I can
cup.
see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
What did it say, Uncle Favors?
Like it say something.
Single mommy hustle.
Oh, he
See it.
And Sean, what your shirt say?
Single mommy hustle.
Single mommy hustle.
Hey, it's about that
with
hustle.
lips on it.
Yep. See, you can see it. You can see it.
My lips match too today. I love a red lip.
Yeah, well, in celebration of Every Day I'm Okay, I did wear one of my shirts that I already had because I had to be cute. I had to fit the occasion.
And it's one Detroit Every Day he had too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting on
Man,
that.
was
I'm
fire.
waiting on my stuff.
And it's like
I've
a
been
hoodie,
begging. Yeah.
but it had this like the collar was sick on it. I want that. I'm putting it in my order right now. It was dope.
I'm gonna bring all y'all while I'm gonna sponsor the next show.
All right. Okay. All right, Uncle Favor.
Look, Uncle Favors.
Uncle Favor with that favor.
Yeah, so, but Uncle Favors, we probably need to we probably need to talk about your wind down because I forgot to ask you, how do you wind down after a week? Mm-hmm. What's in your cup, Uncle Favors?
You see it.
Well, I don't see it.
Oh,
That's in my
Oh, he's
Yeah,
showing
here
you.
it
What
is,
is it?
Ooh, it's so pretty.
Uncle Ned's.
Uncle Near.
Oh,
That's Uncle Ned's Premium Whiskey, 1884.
All right.
yeah, I need to tap in on that. I most definitely need to tap in on that and be a part of the business. I ain't
Yeah,
scared.
that'll come with the hoodies. That'll come
Okay.
with the
All
hoodies.
right.
We appreciate it. Do they make those in smaller bottles?
What we need
No.
a smaller bottle.
Fifth
What you
only.
trying to drink, girl?
No, I'm just asking. I'm just curious.
Like pints or something, half pint. So I'm like, girl, what?
Sean ready to turn up.
Nah.
I'm serious though.
Look, Sean.
But you said no.
I'm in fifths only. Fifths
Oh,
only.
okay. That's
Nope.
what's up.
Oh, okay.
That's exclusive. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And my name starts with an E, just like exclusive. I need to be a part of that. Look at Jessica's
Go
face.
ahead, girl.
Okay.
If I'm a part of it, you're already a part of it.
Yeah, I'm down, but I need to check. Why Miles roll his eyes at me? I do. So I got to figure out like different positions, like and as far as the company, so I can figure out what I'm capable
My
of
cousin
doing.
Sam waving. Hey, girl.
Hey Sam. Jess, you got some folks you want to speak to on your live?
Shantae's on here. Hey, Shantae.
Hey.
Since Alicia acknowledged me, hi, cousin. Well, both my cousins. I see the besties on here as well. Hey, Jerome.
Hey.
Okay, I don't see anybody else on here watching.
Okay. Well,
I'll take those three.
you just got 3 comments.
I don't have no comments. I just had a wave of everybody. I can see who all joined though.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I had quite a few people on mine. Y'all cousins, my cousins. Taylor J. Ramsey, who happens to be in the
Hey,
studio
Mama.
with us.
She's here.
She and mine.
My baby. I didn't see her there.
Yeah, my big cousin.
Oh,
T.
look, there she is.
Pooh from School Crowd, representing.
School crab.
Yep. So, as we get ready to bring this thing to a close, I again just have to say thank you so much, Uncle Favors, for all that you do in the community, always being available outside of your family obligations to sow into community and entrepreneurs. Several people that I know is like, oh my God, you know Uncle Favors? I'm like, yeah, I know. That's my real uncle. I do know him. But, you know, everybody has great things to say about you and the brand and the movement. It's actually a whole movement to be able to encourage people to speak how you feel and be how you feel every single day. You know, every day I'm okay. And I often feel conflicted sometimes because I used to say it so much. But after coming out of my storms, I often tell people that it's okay to not be okay. You know, sometimes it is okay to not be okay. You just don't stay there. And so, but I just think everything that you're doing is phenomenal. I look forward to what's happening with Trinity, with the Black Film Festival. I think that's amazing. I can't wait for it to hit international status where people from all
Yes.
over the world
Come
are
here.
coming here, like Tribeca. I've been to Tribeca and seen just the buzz and the feel and the money. It's so much money that's exchanged and spent during film festivals. I can't wait to see how that uplifts here in Detroit.
Yes.
And then Uncle Nearest. I mean, if you haven't done your research on Uncle
Yeah,
Nearest,
well, yeah, and everything contributes to the economic system. You know, building my job and my whole purpose is to build an economic system for us. Like, what does that look like for us? And my job is to contribute to it. You know, help create it, help sustain it, by any means.
Yes.
yeah,
And
and
that's
so
building wealth for
that's
the black
building wealth
community.
in the black community, and here in Detroit, we need it. You know, especially with so much quote unquote gentrification happening,
Yes.
and wanting to push our faces out. I think is commendable what you guys are doing, and I support it wholeheartedly. But then, like I was saying about Uncle Nearest, do your research on that story altogether.
Yes.
And it's empowering to understand how this person was able to earn wages and become successful on his own, you know, and now have this major platform for his gifts. And generational wealth has been built from that story. So it's amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely, A- absolutely, 100%. Yes, indeed.
All right.
Yep. So we would love to hook up with you later on, Uncle Favors, and figure out how we can get our gifts. Gifts this is plural.
Okay.
Said gifts is this.
But we thank you so much. We wish we could have had a chance to say hey to Auntie Marshall. But Jessica, you have any final words? Sean, anything else?
No, I just again want to thank Uncle Favors for all the gems he's dropped on all of our listeners as well as ourselves today.
Yes.
Thank you for your words of encouragement for us so that we keep moving forward and that this thing get even bigger than we ever initially imagined it would be.
Yes.
That's your word, Sean?
Yes.
That's Sean words. I'll take that.
yes.
I'll take that.
I
I'll take
concur.
that too.
I concur.
So make sure y'all like, share, and follow us on Facebook at Single Mommy Hustle. On YouTube, in the search, you have to type in podcast Single Mommy Hustle. We're continuously growing. We're so blessed to see the span and the reach so far. Continue to grow every day, not just week, every day. Our reach is getting larger and larger. And so we thank you all, and we'll see you next Thursday on the Single Mommy Hustle.